Racing across the vast expanse of America's heartland, steam engines cut through the silence with their piercing whistles, announcing a new era. These iron horses, symbols of progress and change, carry both goods and aspirations of those seeking a better life. The year is 1904, and a young German immigrant, David Kaufman, drawn to America's promise, steps onto the platform. He's been convinced his fortunes lie right here in Grand Island, Nebraska. His suitcase, loaded with more ambition than belongings, suddenly feels heavy. The excitement of his journey from New York gives way to a conflicting clash between his high hopes from the East and the harsh realities of the West. As David surveys the dusty streets and the modest buildings of this small, isolated town, his dreams seem to waver like a mirage in the prairie heat. Yet this ordinary backdrop will be the stage for an extraordinary story. His story. One that will change the lives of hundreds and ripple through generations. In the quiet town of Bad Münstereifel, Germany, a new name is etched into the registry on October 8, 1875, with the birth of David Kaufman, son of Meyer and Matilda Levy Kaufman. He inherits a legacy of faith and family that will guide him across an ocean and into history.
He grew up in Bad Münstereifel, which is between Bonn and Cologne in Germany. It was, and it still is, a very beautiful community. The Kaufman family themselves were fairly well off. There was a large extended family in the area. The extended family even, they were involved in cattle business. And Meyer was also a butcher.
In an era of expanding public education, David thrived. He excelled in school, devouring stories of inventors and self-made men, which planted seeds of ambition in his young mind.
One of the things that's going on is a push for education and public education. And so the Kaufman children were educated in public schools. And David went on to, they called it gymnasium, but it was what we consider high school. He graduated from there at the age of 15.
As David came of age, Germany itself was undergoing a transformation. Rapid industrialization shifted the economic landscape, presenting both potential opportunities and daunting challenges for young men like David.
He was apprentice clerk, so working in the merchant field, and he did that for 4 years. And then he had to serve his 1-year compulsory service to the Army. All German young men had to serve at least 1 year in the German Army.
After completing his military service, David returned home to find his path seemingly set. His father had arranged an apprenticeship for him as a window dresser. But David, his mind filled with greater ambition, opted for more.
He did not want to be a window dresser. He wanted to be in sales. He wanted to be a salesman. So David found a job himself working at an umbrella factory that was headquartered in Berlin.
It was a bold move that would foreshadow his future as a self-made man. David charted his own course, stepping out of the shadow of his family's expectations and into the bright, uncertain light of his own ambitions.
The early empire, so from 1871 until 1914, so the empire, was a very successful time for Germans. We call that the Gründerjahre, so the founding years, when many of the big businesses that we still have today in Germany, when they were founded.
Beneath Germany's progress, growing divides emerged. Young Jewish men like David Kaufman faced both discrimination and prejudice alongside their opportunities. Berlin's rise was marked by success, but also exclusion, leaving David feeling like an outsider in his own country. Unfortunately, the umbrella he crafted sheltered others from rain, but could not shield him from the chill of growing discrimination. These obstructions were further compounded by broader demographic shifts.
There was also a population boom going on in Germany. About 16 million more people were born in Germany during that period of time. So you've got more people being born, fewer opportunities for people. But these people that were here in the United States were writing back home saying, we have these opportunities, you can own your own land. And these newspapers were promoting all of the great opportunities for people in the United States.
In the face of these challenges, David's focus firmly shifted to the rumors of America, a land where sheer hard work purportedly leads to success, and where faith is confidently upheld as a personal choice, free from any hint of shame.
The reason people leave places there's three reasons: economics, political, and religious. And I think for David, certainly economics played a factor. There could have been some religious factor there as well.
In 1903, influenced by both push and pull factors, David made the decision to book passage on the SS Zealand. This marked the start of a chapter in his life that would ultimately define his legacy.